Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stallions Run. I'm, of course, your host, Buck. And, well, this is a pretty depressing episode of Stallions Run. Uh, Um, we've had our Stallions go into the NFL. We've had the preseason. I'm recording this on Tuesday, which is, of course, cut down day. Well, unfortunately, the Stallions, they didn't exactly have a lot of luck today. This is, of course, when the NFL cuts down from that 90-man roster to that 53-man roster. And, well, um, at least one person made it into the NFL. Brandon Aubrey is sticking around with the Dallas Cowboys. They seem to be putting their full force behind him, and looks like to be the number one kicker for the Dallas Cowboys organization. So congrats to Brandon. Well earned. I mean, there was no reason he should have been sticking around the USFL for season two, and he gets to now play for probably one of the most well-known teams in all of the NFL. So congratulations to him. He joins another USFL alumni and LeBron in Carolina. He'll be sticking around also. But everyone else, well, it's an interesting place to be at the moment. Austin Watkins, Magoo, you have Khalil Davis, Kobe Wadman, CJ Marable. You name a stallion that went to the NFL. If their name isn't Brandon Aubrey, unfortunately, they're no longer in the NFL at the moment. They're on waivers. So the question is for a lot of people, what's going to happen? Are they going to head to a NFL practice squad? Could we be seeing some returns to the USFL? I have a couple of predictions. I'm going to talk about them here. The first one, which with Austin Watkins, I mean, you can go look at the reaction on social media from Cleveland fans. I mean, everyone, including myself, thought the man was going to be on the Browns 53-man roster. I mean, he had a tremendous preseason. When the news came out this morning, that was one of the ones I commented on because I said the Browns were going to Brown, and well, what do you know? They did. In my opinion, Watkins is probably going to be making someone's roster, even if it's not the Browns. I mean, look, with the season he had, with the multiple touchdowns he had in preseason games, with his performance basically throughout camp, there is no excuse why Cleveland should not have kept him. I think this is probably going to be considered one of the most baffling preseason gym decisions to ever be made by Cleveland. And I think he's going to go somewhere that needs a wide receiver that can kind of shore up a room. My guess, this is a little bit of a bias for me, but I think the Tennessee Titans are someone who could be very interested in signing him. We'll see on Thursday. I expect him to be one of the handful of players that is either going to be heading into Cleveland as a member of their practice squad or is heading to another organization to hopefully take part in their roster and be a part of it. But right now, if I had to guess where Austin Watkins could be going, it could be that he is heading towards the Tennessee Titans, heading to Nashville. That's one place I could really see him thriving at and really, putting in that work there. And I think that could be a place he has a lot of success at. And then we have another interesting case. The New England Patriots, they decided to cut basically their entire quarterback room, aside Max Jones, Malik Willis, of course, a Birmingham Stallions draft pick in this last upcoming draft. Even though he's had his controversial comments, we'll see where he ends up if he makes the practice squad, if he goes to another organization. Could he come to the USFL? We'll see. If you go by his comments when the draft happened, they might have burned a bridge a little too early. We'll see what happens there. But for Alex Magoo, this could be a very interesting situation where you clearly have to bring in some quarterbacks if you are New England. Alex, for the chance he got to shine in the last preseason game, he absolutely showed off. He was able to go out there, throw a touchdown, show how he survives. And man, it feels like today with both spring leagues, it feels like a lot of these guys got a chance to show off. A lot of them got a chance to shine, and it feels like the NFL had a bit of a statement to say, even with spring leagues, and it I just feel for these guys, especially for someone like Watkins, who was getting a lot of national attention from how well he was performing, and then just we got to cut you, kid. Even with the excuses that are being handed out for Cleveland when it comes to talking about how their wide receiver rooms is, it's like you couldn't find a spot for him, even the way he was performing. It, this business, man, it can chew you and spit you out at the same time. Uh, for now, though, there's a lot of names to be possibly looking forward to when it comes to free agency. Malik Willis, of course, is one that I think everyone is intrigued by if he doesn't go to a practice squad. Even with the comments he made about the USFL, will it would Birmingham be interested? Say maybe Alex McGough doesn't want to come back, or maybe he's on a practice squad, or if he's maybe with another NFL team. With Jamar Smith, you have that to play with. CJ Marble, basically, you have a lot of names that right now through Thursday, you're kind of seeing where they're going to land, and that probably helps, with how the free agency for the league isn't until October 1st. So you're kind of right now, kind of letting fate play and see how it's going to go. For right now, though, that's kind of where we're at. We don't have a lot of other news. We haven't had a lot of other signings, so we're just kind of laying low, really, just seeing what's going to happen and what's going to go forward. But Birmingham did have a signing. Don't let me off the hook so fast. Let me grab that. I mean, of course, you had a big signing. Zach Potter was absolutely going out there and pushing this one. Let me actually grab it because I I really I kind of forgot about this one because it kind of slipped by me. If I can find it. Oh, where do we have our signings? Here we go. Yes, Daniel Joseph from North Carolina State. I nearly said there was no signings, but then I remembered this is one that I'm very intrigued by. Of course, he was playing in a different spring league this past spring, but now he's electing to take his talents to the USFL. Very, very interesting to see what will happen. We possibly have our first big flip. He was someone who was great when he played last season, but now he's coming to Birmingham. Maybe the Stallions thought someone like Lil Davis wasn't coming back. Now you have possible changes going on. But I mean, it goes to show you, you know, we're in an interesting period, to say at least, until October, where you know fate has to play itself out. So on that note, I'm of course been Buck. I'll see you guys in the near future. Hopefully, we have news sooner than later. But if you're in Birmingham, remember the UAB Blazers. They are back this night when this is posted. It'll be tomorrow. They're of course playing North Carolina A&T, and of course they're in their first season of the American Athletic Conference. So congratulations to them. Cannot wait to see how they do in that new conference. And of course, Roll Tide. Of course, as a fellow current Alabama student, can't wait to see Alabama destroy Middle Tennessee and go through the SEC like butter, like the good old days. But until then, of course, your host Buck. I'll see you around until next time. Until then, stay safe and go Stallions.